So, I'm not gonna lie with you guys, I didn't really want to make a video about this topic because I feel like there's just not a lot to talk about, but with the release of a new Cloverfield fan film that's been online for a few weeks and has been honestly making headlines, I figured now was probably the best possible time to combine two topics together for one video and just kind of kill two birds with one stone. I also want to take this time to say that I'm kind of revamping my channel a little bit, meaning I'm kind of dropping some things that I feel just aren't necessary, and I don't want to take up too much of this video talking about what I'm going to be revamping because that's not what this video is about, but, you know, I just feel like there's a lot of things I want to do and a lot of places that I want to go with this channel, and I figured this would kind of be a good starting point. So like I said, today I'm going to be talking about the Overlord trailer and a new Cloverfield fan film that came out, and why you probably need to watch it. First off, I think Overlord looks absolutely awesome. My friends and I have been watching a lot of B-movies lately. No, not that B-movie.
You like jazz?
It's really interesting seeing the crazy, insane things that people can pull off on a small budget and with minimal to no studio interference, and it looks like Overlord's just gonna be a huge tribute to B-movies and grindhouse cinema. If you don't know what grindhouse films are, they're basically just small exploitation films, and they just kind of showcase extreme violence, graphic content, and are just basically films that can get away with a lot more due to their smaller budgets and cheaper ticket prices due to the overall quality of the film. And although these films aren't always the best,
What the hell?
they're definitely a lot of fun to watch, and filmmakers like Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino grew up watching them, and these insane movies actually inspired them to want to tell stories of their own. So without B-movies and grindhouse, we might not have Pulp Fiction or Spy Kids.
Somebody ring the
So Overlord looks extremely hardcore and looks like a total blast, and it follows a team of US paratroopers that after landing in Nazi territory, discover weird paranormal things happening and some experimentation that might turn the tide of the war if they're not careful and don't stop it. And setting the trailer to AC/DC's Hell's Bells is just like, it's the icing on the cake. Seriously though, when your trailer has a decapitated head coming to life, flamethrowers, and a man with half of his face burnt off, it's safe to say that this film's gonna be quite the event. And I'm also really glad to see that Aaron Eckhart's getting work. I mean, the man needs it after I, Frankenstein. The man needs a win. But let's move on to discuss Cloverfield. And no, there's not a new film out or anything, or nothing's been announced, but a short film called Megan Proof of Concept was recently uploaded to YouTube, and it's actually pretty great. The short film was directed by a man named Greg Straz, I hope I said that right, and follows Megan Stambler as she witnesses the start of something truly terrifying. If you know nothing about Cloverfield's ARGs or alternate reality games, you're probably going to be lost, but if you're pretty in the know in regards to the Cloververse and what happens in it, then there's a ton of Easter eggs that you're gonna love and appreciate. Whether it be Ganu Yoshida, Megan Stambler, Slusho, or even Tagruato, the short has it all and honestly just completely blew me away. I've seen a lot of fan films in my day, and I see a lot of them pander to a certain crowd and shove in as many forced connections to the bigger picture as they can, and yes, Megan does have connections, but those connections have a purpose in the story, even though that story is kinda short. But I can kind of overlook how short it is because honestly, everything else is great. The effects are top-notch for a fan film, and it honestly kind of fascinates me how a group of passionate fans were able to get these big VFX companies to help them make their fan film. The short isn't canon in the Cloververse or even associated with Bad Robot in any way, but being a proof of concept, it's basically just a showcase of what's really possible if they were able to turn this into a feature-length movie. I also think that it's worth mentioning that this short was in development while the Cloverfield Paradox was in production, so don't expect any connections between that film and this short film, as it really just deals with the first two films in the Cloverfield universe. And I don't really want to go in any more detail regarding the short, but please check it out. I can't recommend it enough. I'll put a link down in the description down below and help support this film because, being a massive Cloverfield fan, once again I think it's a story that we would really all like to see, and I think it'd be the perfect means to act as damage control for Paradox's reception and kind of the current stink the series has attached to it. That all being said, I feel like there's a lot of stuff going forward for Cloverfield and for Overlord and even for this channel, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'm Frame by Frame. Remember the name, please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.